New cards, new cards, new cards. Hey, if you're watching this on the MBT clip channel, just want to thank you for the outpouring of support we've had over the last couple of days. Holy f***. Getting better views there than I am on my normal channel. But the least you could do if you're going to watch all my videos is subscribe, you know? I think that matters as to how much money we make, but I'm not really sure. The algorithm is a mystery to me, and that's why I'm not blowing up daily. All right, let's check it out. First up, new Gold Pride shit. This stuff is incredible. First and foremost, Gold Pride baller. Stop posting about baller. I'm tired of seeing it. He will never be ballin'. If your life points are lower than your opponents, you can special summon this card from your hand. During the main phase, you can fusion summon a Gold Pride fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field or material, and the fusion card, Gold Pride Pinballer. Materials, 1 Gold Pride Rollerblader and 1+ gold... what the fuck is Rollerblader? Oh, Roller Baller. Okay. And 1+ Gold Pride monsters. If this card is fusion summoned, you can equip face-up monsters your opponent controls to it up to the number of fusion materials used. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, this effect's activation and effect cannot be negated. Once per turn during the end phase, the previous effect was activated this turn. Return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon 1 Gold Pride Roller Baller from your deck or grave. Wow. These two are very cool. They're very good. First up, the stat line on Roller Baller, incredible. 5-star monster, extremely important. Psychic typing, very good. This card's fine too. It's removal in a way that's kind of hard for an opponent to interact with. I could see it mattering. This is the card I'm the most excited about. Gold Pride Chariot Carry. 2 level 3 monsters. You can detach a material from this card. By the way, it's generic. Add a Gold Pride spell from your deck to your hand. Period. Then, if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can send a Gold Pride monster from your deck to the graveyard once per turn, and then once per turn during the end phase if this previous effect was activated this turn, return this card to the extra deck and special summon a Captain Carry from your deck or graveyard. What the f***? Incredible! Turns any of your individual 3 extenders into a Captain Carry at end phase. Gets you a Gold Pride spell from deck to hand, or if you are lower in life points, which you will almost always be in this deck, it also gets you a copy of Gold Leon to the graveyard. The most unbelievable extender for the strategy that has ever been revealed. Let's go to the next one. Gold Pride that came out of nowhere. Special summon a Gold Pride monster from your hand to graveyard. Then your opponent can special summon a monster out of their hand or graveyard to the field, but negate its effects. This card's only okay. Gold Pride Pedal to the Metal. Target a Gold Pride monster you control until the end of the turn. It gains 500 attack, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects, and it cannot activate its effects during the end phase of face-up. Gold Pride monster you control was destroyed by battle or card effect this turn. You can set this card to your graveyard. This card's not great. Gold Pride, better luck next time. Continuous spell card. When this card is activated, add a Gold Pride monster from your deck to your hand. Boom. And if you do, lose life points equal to its attack. What the fuck is this? Could stop there and it'd be the best Gold Pride card in the archetype, but it continues. If a face-up Gold Pride monster you control with special summon from the extra deck returns to the extra deck except during the damage step, draw a card. You can use this effective Gold Pride better luck next time once per turn and only can activate one once per turn. Holy shit. And finally, Gold Pride, it's neck and neck. Target a Gold Pride you control or Gold Pride in your graveyard except neck and neck. Return it to the hand if your opponent controls a monster with a higher attack than your life points. Banish this card and a Gold Pride from your graveyard. Special summon a Gold Pride monster from your extra deck that mentions the banished monster's name once per turn. So, what the fuck are we doing with these cards? Unsurprisingly, these cards fix all of the outstanding issues with Gold Pride. It now not only has a resource loop that is competitive with a lot of the other stuff in the TCG right now, it can stand on its own. It doesn't necessarily have to play Punk. And I think one of the big problems with Gold Pride is if you put the Punk cards in there and the Gold Pride cards in there, there's not enough space left for non-engine. You can't really do anything particularly flexible. Now you can play just Gold Pride stuff and win off that. Peeps has, sent me some stuff about a control strat that plays like 27 traps. I think that's insane. I think that's a terrible decision. My immediate impulse is that you maybe want to play like a minimal Punk engine, just enough for something like a emergency teleported copy of Xiamen to get a level 3. Maybe Madam Spider, search the negation trap, and then make a Chariot Carrier. Like maybe that's all you want to do is like get yourself lower in life points and make carry early. But I think in reality, the doors are wide open. I'm going to be cooking with this for the next couple of days. I'm going to see what we can come up with, but it is so absolutely... Oh, it's just... For the last 8 ones of these, we've been like, well, if the second wave of support is good, maybe it'll be interesting. The second wave of support is good. It's interesting. I do think you can still run Punk, and it still sets up some pretty nutty boards. I want to talk about a Jeff Jones tweet in relation to that, though. What is this? Devon Senpai. Thank you for this replay. Xiamen into Foxy Tune. Into Shirakusai, into Rising Carp, into the 8s, into Wagon, get the field spell. Fire the field spell, these 2 to the grave, go for Jam Dragon Drive, Shirakusai, grab Madam Spider, Jam Extreme Session, summon out the Madam Spider, Spider for Dangerous Gabu, draw another one, Special Leon, Chariot Carry, send Carry, Better Luck Next Time, grab Roller Baller, 18 to summon Roller Baller, set 3, go for Captain Carry at end step, and then we've got 3 back row plus Roller Baller. I think this is a similar amount of where you want to be. I think the best possibility for this strategy is going to be this, like Roller Baller, Carry on your side of the field, 3 trap set. Like that to me is good enough. But this looks very good. Check out this Jeff Jones tweet. Ryan and I shit all over Gold Pride last time, but the new support is definitely a lot better. When trying to evaluate cards, one needs to read these and ask, what do these do that's better or more unique than what already exists? When I read these and then read Pearly, Kashtira, Super Heavy, the answer is not much. That doesn't mean you still can't have fun, though. Don't know if I believe that. Certainly, post-Syac, Pearly is expected to be, if not the best deck, one of the best decks. Kashtira is still around, although you won't catch me dead playing that fucking bullshit. And Super Heavy Samurai has, about 1,000 different FTKs. But I think that this might hit the sweet spot on a deck that is not all in on its linear game plan. The thing about Pearly and Kashtira and even Super Heavy Samurai to a degree is they are very interruptible. What they do is telegraphed, which makes them easy to board against. This one is more flexible than any of those. And I think that potentially being the flexible deck in that format is a niche that Gold Pride specifically could fill. Excited. Duelist Genesis. If you have a tuner on your side of the field, add a synchro spell trap from your deck to your hand. Are there any good synchro spell traps? Answer: no. Nightmare Magician. This is one of the new typing monsters. Monsters can't be destroyed by battle involving this card. I think that's the illusionist thing, is they can't actually destroy monsters by battle. If this battled an opponent's monster at the end of the damage step, take control of it. If at the start of the damage step, if another monster attacks, you can destroy a card on the field. That's cool. It's a level 7 effect monster. Unless you can get it out, it's not interesting. And finally, Dark Corridor. So if you're unfamiliar with this card, it's from the anime. I don't know why they are printing. Of all of the cards that Braun activates in the anime, this is the one that is the most horrifying. But it came out. Dark Corridor. Hard once. Add a Dark World from your deck to your hand. Then discard a card. I want to talk about what you can do with this card. So first and foremost, Dark World is not inconsistent. That's the thing. Is the Dark World is already able to find pretty much anything at all times. Right? It kind of draws its whole deck. And if it loses, it's going to be because your opponent has a hand trap at a critical juncture, you're going second, or they've boarded into Droll. So despite the fact that this card is on face, insane, I don't really know if this is that good in the strategy. Certainly, I wouldn't really feel comfortable playing 3 of it. It's one of the only ways you can actually brick in it. However, I am interested in the card as a mechanism by which a hypothetical Dark World deck that's actually interesting plays it. If there ever exists, and I pray to God every day that this deck becomes closer and closer to a reality, a Dark World strategy that plays Rainbow, Genta, Snow, Grapha, and nothing else as a way to set up a recursive advantage engine backed up by either generic good stuff or powerful traps, this card will be insane in that deck as a mechanism to find the part that you are missing, which is usually going to be, you're going to get this for Snow, Snow for Genta, Genta for the field spell, and then you're off to the races. That deck's existence, I can't guarantee. You know, I don't know if it's ever going to be real or not. This is a card that would be right at home in it. As is, it's a very, very strong one of in a deck that already finds everything and needs every game. But boy, what an unbelievable line of text to put on a card. Add a Dark World to your hand, discard a card. Jesus. Card is not searchable, right? I mean, no, and it does have the hard once on it. I mean, you're never getting to turn 3 in Dark World. It's just, I mean, you are for about 30 seconds, but it's so funny that a card that's just like, yeah, do whatever you want might be like a one of just because the deck's already consistent enough.